Hi, it's Anastasia and Happy New Year. If you are new to my channel, like and subscribe. If you are not new, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. So it is January 1st, 2025. Instead of doing the typical resolutions where I just have a list, I thought, why don't I give myself an incentive and turn it into a bingo? I saw a TikTok about this. So I have all of my 2025 goals, 24 goals. Obviously there's a free space. I did this so it could be an easy 5x5 chart there. So I saw someone make their bingo card on Canva. So I'm looking at that, and I mean, it just looks like a square. So I'm looking at Canva for like the bingo card stuff, but it really looks accomplishable. So I don't know. I'm just gonna create a blank one, which usually is not my best strong suit, and we're gonna work from there. Because I'm gonna be typing a lot, I decided to switch my mic to just be on my shirt collar versus holding it, because I'm gonna be using two hands to type. And sorry if I'm not looking forward at the camera the whole time. Maybe we should do the design stuff later. Let's add text. Let's add a heading to say, part of me does want to change some of my goals up because I think some things shouldn't be separated. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take off the go to the gym / exercise 3 times a week thing, and instead I'm going to separate my career social media and make that a separate thing, because I think we gotta be realistic. I'm gonna spruce it up later on, but right now I just want it to look like this. Then I want to add, how do I add a chart? Oh my god, not Canva has a damn AI generator, like please. How to add a chart in Canva. Okay, it says from the toolbar at the bottom of the editor, scroll then tap charts. I want to add a table, not a chart. But anyways. These are all pro? You're kidding me. Okay, so we're just gonna have to make rectangles and then do it like that. Design elements. Now that's a perfect square. And then no color for now. And then, oh, how do I get a border? Wait, just like one for now. Yeah, let me have it be blue. No, just the border. No, no color. We're going to copy this, duplicate that, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have my 25 squares done, and I'm just gonna make the borders of the edge ones just a little bit more, which I don't know if I want them all like connected, but it makes sense for them to be connected. I think I like that more than them like being free, like space in between. So, okay, no. I think instead I'm just gonna try to add straight lines to match that and be the same color to give it some thickness, because that is not working. are square. It's like basically perfect. I'm gonna ignore the imperfections on this thing, but okay. These are all numbered 1 to 24, so let me add free space. And then I'm just gonna pick a number and I'm gonna start here and work left to right and then down. So yeah, pick a number between 1 and 24. It said 5. So number 5 is go to the gym twice a week for 8 weeks straight, or exercise. Okay, I'm just doing that because that's part of like the habit building, is to like say you're gonna commit to the gym, but then it's like you also have to hold yourself accountable of, okay, I'm gonna go once a week and then I'm gonna exercise once a week for 4 weeks straight. I'm gonna exercise 2 times a week for 8 weeks straight. So it's not just like you join the gym but then you never go. Okay. $16, get at least 3 brand deals. This is part of my like career goals when it comes to influencing that I definitely want to take seriously this year, because it's like, this is like my side hustle. This is part of like something that I'm very passionate about. So it's like, I beat myself up sometimes about not getting brand deals, but it's like I have friends that do and have so much advice that they are willing to give to me. So I'm like, okay, why don't I just challenge myself to get 3 of them within 365 days. Like, I believe I can do this. Next, let's do it again. 13, which is get a job. So let's just say I'm not going to be getting bingo on this first row for a while. What else? What's next? 6, 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube. $20, which is join some form of social club. Okay, this shit is gonna look really janky and I'm probably gonna have to redo this. But anyways, next, second row, starting up. Again, 23, 5 swimming classes. Okay, not gonna get bingo here anytime soon. Next up, 24. So this one essentially is that I have to make myself breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a dessert 4 times with every other month. So it doesn't have to be in one day. It's just that I want to start cooking more and baking more. So I'm like, why don't I exercise those skills where it's like one day I make myself breakfast, and I don't know if I necessarily want to follow a recipe or not, but this is just another way for me to more exercise my cooking skills and actually feel confident doing it. Okay. 4 meals every other month. So 6 times a week. Okay, next up, 8, book off my TBR. 9, book off my TBR. Okay, start conversion process. So I had so much death anxiety and I just felt like I was lacking a surety in the world. So it's like, okay, why don't I, and I've also like through TikTok been more exposed to different religions and I felt more drawn to Judaism. And so I've been emailing like back and forth with a person who works at a synagogue. I don't know if they're rabbi or not, but they basically said that they could put me in contact with conversion rabbis, and also that they're starting their own like conversion process, I think. So it's like I need to like get on that, meet in person, really take this seriously. So yeah, that's the explanation between that one. Next, book off my TBR. Oh my god. 17, volunteer at least 100 hours. So I've been recently, I explained in my last video how I've been volunteering, and you guys have seen me do vlogs and stuff like that. And I really just think that if I could dedicate myself to 100 hours, I've only been living in New York City for like the last 4.5 months, and I've only really been volunteering for the last 3.5 months, and I've already done over 30 hours. So it's like, if I can do 30 hours in 3 months, I can 100% do 100 hours in 12 months. So, because honestly, if there's 52 weeks and you do like 3 hours a weekend, you're gonna get there. Team Pitch My Writing 4 times this year. And I did pitch my writing 4 times. I want to break away shame that I have about exposing myself as a writer, and I think that I always get self-conscious about pitching, but it's like, take a chance on yourself. You want to get better at this. Who knows where this is going to be? Like, you're not going to ever get your writing really recognized or out there if you just keep it to yourself. You have to share it. Nine. Did I do 9? Oh God, it's going to be another book off my TBR. Okay, we only have one other book from TBR, so like if I get any of those numbers, I'm just gonna do it one more time. 4. Okay, exercise once a week, 4 weeks. Okay, I'm just gonna do book off my TBR again. Last book off TBR. Okay, number 30. Read 30 books. 19. So for this one, I want to have other hobbies outside of my usual reading and writing, because I don't want to get too like obsessed with that. I want to do other things, and I've really been thinking about like previous art classes that I took, and I want to like recreate the stuff that I did. And I'm like, why don't I pick up a hobby with like crocheting or embroidering or making those forms of art and stuff like that. And I want to like creative means that's not something that is like monetizing, that I'm monetizing, or that I'm like integrating into this, like something that's really just carefree and for myself. So it's like, I either want to do it for 4 months consistently if it's something like crocheting or knitting, or I want to make like 4 art pieces. So it really just depends on whatever I feel in my mind, or like a combination of both. Craft 4 months or 4 times. 14, The Artist Way. So if you don't know, The Artist Way is this workbook that I have. It's in a box somewhere, where it's 12 weeks and you do, you know, daily like journaling your artist pages, which is like 3 pages of like stream of consciousness thought when you wake up. You do a lot of exercises to really embrace your inner artist. I finished it this year, or last year, basically, because you're seeing this in 2025. I finished this and I did it with some friends before, and I honestly think it has helped me so much, but I don't feel like I fully committed in the ways that I could have. I think that if I genuinely do it this time, maybe I'll document it and share it with you guys, or maybe not. But I really think that I can take it to a new level. Like, I kind of want this to be something that I go back to every single year, because it's like I'm learning new skills as like an artist and a writer and all these different things that I'm doing, and it's like going back to getting rid of shame, getting rid of fear, and just like doing it, I feel like will help. And also it's like tons of like famous people have done this. Like Doechii did this, and I feel like if you go back on her YouTube, she has videos of like her talking about the process, and it works. Like, a lot of people swear that it works. We're on our last row. We have like a couple things left where I'm like, learn cursive, write the 50K words, post a video every day, and my Insta and join a gym are the last things. So let's hope. Yes, 2. Yes, I have been neglecting my Instagram so much. I've been building up the TikTok, so it's like I'm scared that when or if TikTok goes away, it's like, oh, I had 100-something thousand on TikTok and I have 500 followers on Instagram, which please follow me on Instagram. Please. 20K I feel like is very achievable in 300-something days. Is it? I think I can do it. I think I can do it if I post a video every single day, multiple videos every single day. Like, I think that is achievable. I see people post about how they've like grown their account to 20,000 followers in months. So like, Obviously, I don't know if I'm gonna go that hard, but like, we can do this. I was honestly contemplating paying for those like those like social media consultations where people give you tips. I was like low-key thinking about paying for it. "22, post a video every day," since we're talking about that. I feel like that one's gonna be really hard, especially since it's like I'm planning on getting a job. But when a lot of people have discussed like becoming comfort creators, and if you're very familiar with like Danielle Furlong or like her twin sister, Acquired Style, her name's Bridget. Danielle specifically worked at like Goldman Sachs, and every single day she would post her like morning workout routine. And I definitely think that it's possible if I integrate filming into my life, where it's like obviously I would have pre-planned things that would just be scheduled. So I could obviously do that, which I have been scheduling things and it's been really easy. It's honestly made my life like a lot easier, to be honest, scheduling stuff, especially on Instagram. But I think that it's like something like that where it's like a consistent your morning routine, you do that every day. And so a lot of people fell in love with her content because it was like showing her getting up at like 5:30 in the morning to go do a really hard Pilates class, and then coming home and then going and working, and she would probably have that out by noon. So like she worked on it probably on her lunch break or something. So it's like achievable. It's like if I really want this, then it's going to happen. I watched another TikTok from this woman who makes baking content, and she was like, you know, discussing her life and how she got to where she was and how she didn't have this like typical pathway, and how her mantra was like, it's happening, we have to figure it out. And it's like I feel like if I'm in that situation, then I'd have to like, you know, tell myself like, this is happening, we have to figure it out. So we are down to 3 spaces left. 18, learn cursive. This is something that I didn't get taught in school, and I can read cursive, and I can like do half cursive, half script, but it's just that I really want to have that beautiful cursive handwriting and stuff like that. And I have a signature obviously that I do in cursive, but it's like there's something about learning cursive I find very romantic and poetic. So it's like I really want to do that. And I was supposed to put that on my like 2023 thing, and I never got around to it. But maybe I'll buy like those like teach kids cursive books or whatever, or like print those sheets out and really try. Three, join a gym. I feel always so scared sharing this goal. It's not really a weight loss goal. It's not anything like that, because I don't believe in that stuff. I don't think that it's healthy for me, so I don't believe in it for me. I more so have a goal to be healthy and to address that's like I want more mobility, I want more endurance, and I want more strength. And part of that includes exercising. And I'm not just gonna get that from walking 30 minutes, you know, every single day. And I just feel like if I join a gym, I'm already planning on like in January paying like a full year membership to like Planet Fitness. So it's like I don't have to think about the subscription coming into my account. It's already paid for. You're just fucking go. So it's like I think if I have something like that, it will motivate me to go more. And what is our last one? This is something that is like a very special goal, so I'm not really giving all the specifics because it's a very big goal. And I'm gonna be fine with myself if I don't achieve it. So I modified it to be like, I just wanna write 50,000 words. When I was in 8th grade, I wrote a book essentially. We did NaNoWriMo and I got really into it. And during the month of November, I wrote like 17,000 words, and then I kept writing into December and January, and in total that was like 33,000 words. And then our teacher, shout out to you, should I say her name, Mrs. Donahue? Shout out to you, girl. I emailed her recently about how I was doing the artist way and how I have to send like a thank you note to teachers. And then I was like, I always remember the book that we wrote in our class and we got it published. And she was like, oh my God, because they all have copies of it. So I sent her a picture of it. And I have it here, but I'm not going to get it out. But that was so, like, it ended up being like 100 pages exactly. So I'm like, if I can do that at 13, what can I do now in my 20s? Like, I got this. And then write 50K words. And so I just have to tell myself that like all of these things are possible for me. And I can do this just like consistently writing, where it's like a lot of these things, I don't think that it's like I'm gonna get them done in a chunk. A lot of these things are gonna be, you know, hard and difficult, and a lot of it is about building consistency and discipline. But it's like, if I can just even get half of this done, I'd be really proud of myself. So like accompanying the bingo is like, whenever you get a bingo, you're supposed to give yourself a gift. I could not think of 12 gifts because this is like 5 by 5, so that's 10, and plus the 2 thingies. So it's like I couldn't think of a gift. And it's about every single day working towards my goals a little bit more, writing for 30 minutes, reading for 30 minutes, working on a new project, putting something up. And it's like, you can do it. I can do it. And if I disappoint myself, I'm gonna be fine, because I feel like I'm not going to get anything where it's like I'm gonna be disappointing myself all the time. I don't think that I put anything on here that is like too unachievable, but I included things that are gonna be fun. I included things that I need to do for myself. So like I'm going to try to make this cute. I'm gonna make this like a cute color, like a pink. Oh, not that. No, I can't. I'm gonna make some of these white so it's like it's less ink. Okay, so now it looks like cute. Okay, I like that. I like that. Or maybe I'm not liking the black text. Maybe that's it. Okay, yeah, I think that was it. I think this is the finished product. So I think this is the finished product, and I think this is 100% achievable. And I'm going to eventually print this out and put this on my wall. I'm trying to see which is probably going to be the easiest way to get bingo. It's none of them. None of them are going to be an easy way to get bingo. None of it. None of it. I'm like never gonna get bingo till like November. So this was it for the video. If you really like this video, like and subscribe and follow me on this journey to complete this bingo. Bye. Oh, follow me on all my social media, links down below. Check the bio, check the description of this video for everything. I don't know how to end this off, but bye.